Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. I am your host, resident day trader, and your brother in the struggle. The name is Hassan, and I'm here to go over my trades for the day. Alright, so not a terrible day. I felt really patient today. Yesterday when I came in and sat down, I felt like my mindset was like, all right, as soon as I find a trade, I'm jumping in. Like I wanted to trade. And when I'm like that, if I see my setup, then I attack it. But if I don't see my setup, I start looking for ways to trade it. To trade, chop or some other kind of setup that I don't have data behind. I just get antsy and start making trades out of nothing. And that didn't work out very well yesterday. So I really wanted to come in today and be patient and just wait and be of the mindset that I probably won't see something worth trading. So I'm just going to chill and let something surprise me. Right. So I kind of did that. I didn't take my first trade until 10:11. So that's pretty good. However, the antsiness finally got to me, and I traded something with a red flag, you know. So mRNA. I liked what it was doing on the daily. It looked like it was getting ready for a breakout. I've kind of noticed though that after these big moves up, they tend to have a cool down day. Like it's not often. I guess sometimes you do see it like that, but where you see a big move up and then another really big move up right next to it, usually the second candle is kind of chill. So I should have been a little more reserved with this play, and as you can see, it pretty much just stayed in a range most of the morning, most of the day, really. But I like this higher high it made. And then this low, though, it came back down to Vwap, but this big red candle is a red flag for me. I got it right here. Big red candles. But I saw it. What happens? I saw it, and then I was just like, oh, it's okay. It's low volume. And I'll start making excuses to trade it anyway. And I got in, and it made a lower low, but it didn't stop me out, so I added anyway, and then it stopped me out. So, this is why, this is like the big signal that, there's big selling coming in. So don't buy it. But I bought it anyway, so that sucks. I have regrets with that one. Ignored red flag. Big red candle. Rule break. Minus. Man. 1.5 R about. So that's terrible. These little red flags though are starting to mean more and more. Like I've really been proving to myself that they're significant. Like you would think that I already did that because that's why they're on my list of disqualifiers. But they do work sometimes regardless of those being present. And those few one times are what make you decide to make a concession and give it excuses and go ahead and try it anyway. So really, man, when you break your rules and it works out, it's to your detriment. Which is kind of funny because I have another rule break that worked out really well. But yeah, so last week it was buying after a lower high. Even if it's just a little. Actually, that was yesterday where it's just a little. It wasn't like a traded up and made a lower high. It was just one candle that popped up. But that's significant enough. I realized that yesterday. And now I'm just like, okay, man, if any of these is present, just pass on it. You can really just take all the guessing out of it. And if it's there, you don't take it, right? If all the green boxes are checked and there's no red flags, then take it. Simple as that. If they got red flags, you just don't take it, no matter what it looks like, what kind of volume, what pattern. It doesn't matter. If you got a red flag in there, just pass on it. Much easier said than done, though. But I'm trying. All right, so Amazon. Amazon was a great trade. Amazon was a great trade. Let's talk about it. So, Amazon was down here kind of at support right above the top of this area. And when I was entering it, it looked like a hammer candle. It had a little bottoming tail, and it was pretty much right at the open. So I really wanted it here. This is where it really caught my eye. But because of this lower high, this is the same situation from yesterday, where just one candle pops up and makes a lower high. And yesterday I went ahead and took that. So today I ignored it, and I waited for a higher high and a higher low. So I like the bounce to VWAP, but I needed this to get nullified before jumping in. So it made a higher high over this candle and then a higher low over this low. So I got in right here, and it traded well past 3R. What I wanted from it was just under 186. My profit target was 185.97. And you know what it went to? It went to 185.96. Two candles touched that, and then it turned around and stopped me out for $10 loss. I moved my stop up from 1R to just $10 loss. So I guess good management on that end, because it definitely would have stopped me out for a full R. But just sad that I was 1 penny away. And initially when I set my take profit, I set it at 185.93. But because I was so confident in it going through 186, I raised it up to just under 186 at 185.97. So that $4 worth of greed cost me 3R, a 3R win. You know, actually that would have been more than 3R. That would have been close to 4R. I had 100 shares at 185.08, and I would have sold at 185.93. So that's really nice. And then this candle here, man, this is really, I've seen this so many times where you get a narrow range candle at the very top of a range, especially after it's made a big move up. This is like a super sell signal. Like whenever I see these and I'm on my game, I raise my stop up right underneath it and let it stop me out. But again, I was so confident that it was going to break 186 that I just held on and stopped out. And it sucks because I was right about the idea, and then I had to watch this happen for the rest of the day. It just came back and tested VWAP one more time. I actually saw this bounce right here to VWAP, and I was so tempted to jump in. But I was like, nah. I was talking to myself. I was talking to the chat too about listening to my gut, because it was setting up nice on the 15. It was nice on the 5 also. It was right here. Like everything was saying this is a good setup. But it was after 11 o'clock, and I should have taken it. Oh, I should have taken it, man. That would have been all green. You just jump in there, and it was nothing but green all the way up to my original target. Could have sold half and just rode it the rest of the day, man. It sucks when you're right about it, but you just don't manage it properly, or you don't time it properly. But at the same time, I do feel good that I did a really good entry right here. I basically didn't see any red after this entry. It traded up to a really good target, past 3R. And what happened after this, I promised myself that from now on, I'm going to take 3R. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to take 3R. Because the home runs, they're nice, but I've missed so many profits waiting for a home run. And 3R is really good profit ratio. 3 times your risk is a really great profit ratio. 2R is good, and I feel like I can hit 2R a lot, but so much will be left on the table with 2R. So what I want to do going forward is at 2R, I want to move my stop up to break even when possible, and then 3R, just take it all out. Just take it all out. If I feel really good about it, maybe I can sell half or sell 75%, 80% or something at 3R, but definitely cannot hold past 3R not taking profits. So, good trade, take profits, fool. Tomorrow, TP at 3R, stop to at 2R. That's the goal. So actually, for the rest of May, I want to commit to taking profits at 3R, moving my stop to break even at 2R. Just see how it goes. End of May, I don't like it, make some adjustments, All right, so I actually ended my trading session after these two trades. I sat and hung out on the live stream for a while. We chatted, looked at charts, talked about the market. And then, I actually had a doctor's appointment at 1 o'clock. I went to my doctor's appointment, came back. We were rapping in the Discord. By the way, Discord link in the description. We hang out there outside of the live stream. And when I came back to my office, the SPY had made a new high of day. Like, not only it crushed the previous high, it was trading at 523. And so now we were just having a conversation about when you find the market leader, you start looking for things that you can, take positions on to ride the wave, right? And so in the midst of this conversation, I'm looking at Tesla. And, I drew a little trend line. Right here. Okay, broke that. Started to move up. Came up to Vwap, higher low. I'm watching the SPY make higher highs. And I'm like, you know what? Tesla was really strong today. I bet it can move back up. And I just, I really don't like ignoring my gut. Rules are very important, for sure. But when I'm in my zone and thinking practically, my gut is really good. What happens is I rush into things without looking at the big picture, right? But I was looking at Tesla. Check out the hourly. Look at the hourly setup, right? Very strong morning, decreasing volume on the way down to VWAP, and then a nice narrow range hammer candle right there. Like, tell me we're not going to move up. This is not short-term bullish right here, right? On the hourly, that's a nice term, okay? And then on the 5, we're just higher lows, higher high, higher low, double top, higher low. Yeah, man, I had to give it a try. The hourly is really what sold me. So I went ahead and bought, and I didn't risk a full R. I did. I started out at a full R at a 25-cent risk. But as soon as this happened, I moved up to 10 cent right under this candle. So then it was $10 risk. And then once we got up here, I moved up to break even. So I was really controlling the risk on this. I didn't want to extend my red day because I was down $46 at the time. But I had the feeling, it just looked bullish to me. So yeah, I rode this bad boy up. I was up $112 up here. And I thought I had more time. For some reason in my head, I had that the market was closing at 3:30, not 3 o'clock. And I posted a GIF in the Discord from Wolf of Wall Street, the I'm not selling GIF. And my guy Pond was like, bruh, like, time is running out. And I was like, oh, man, it's at 3, right? So now I'm panicking, and I raised my stop up to 3R. And I brought my order down to 4R, and it stopped me out and then went up to 4R on the next candle. But, hey, man, I got 3R. And really, I should have taken out 3R anyway because of my promise. But technically, it doesn't go into effect till tomorrow. But hey, man, Tesla came and saved the day. It was a rule break in the sense of trading after 11 o'clock, but the time frames, man, just like the Amazon trade that I passed up on, it was very clear, man. It was very clear. The 15-minute had it right here. Beautiful setup. The 5 looked good. Beautiful setup. And the 2, like, you got to take those kind of trades, man. You got to take those kind of trades. So that trade would have been even better. We're talking about, bruh, talking about a 20-cent candle. Easy 100 shares right there, man. And you ride that from 185.12 to 187. Man, what a crazy trade that would have been. But anyway, yeah, so ended up having a red to green move because of Tesla. Higher time frame confluence. Break over Vwap. Nice work. Yeah, so really, man, seeing the higher time frames line up is really important. That really was highlighted today from the Amazon trade I didn't take to the Tesla trade I did take. The higher time frames really bring it together. You know, if the setup is good on the 2 and it's good on the 5 and it's good on the 15 or the hourly, man, you got to take those. There's some trades you just have to take on GP. You know what I mean? Man, small green day, but much better than a red day. I'll be digging that hole, man. And it's like I have to spend the whole week trying to dig out of the hole. So, man, really happy about that. That was really nice. And just to see a good trade work out. You know, the Amazon trade, it's really disappointing, but that was a good trade, you know. So 2 good trades today. 1 crappy trade on mRNA where I ignored a red flag. I still think I might have gotten 2R out of this bad boy. But, you know, shooting. Yeah, I definitely got 2R out of there. Just shooting for the stars as usual. So, anyway, tomorrow we got more inflation numbers getting released. So buckle up for another wild day on the market. I love the SPY's reaction today, though. I believe some news was reported that they're looking at September to cut interest rates, and that's what this reaction is in the market. So let's check out the daily on the SPY. Yeah, that's nice. Like, we really have the potential to gap up tomorrow over all-time highs. All-time highs is 524.61. We got up to 523.83, you know. Could get wild, man. If we can start another bull run, this channel could get really fun. I mean, it's been a great time either way, but it's been a real pleasure getting to know all you guys. Your support has been amazing, man. Like, each one of you guys, when you comment and say you're gonna get this, or you notice that I'm getting better, I really appreciate those comments, because some of these days get a little dark and I wonder if I even know what I'm doing. But it's been a lot of fun, man. Please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe if you haven't, and join me in the live stream in the morning. That's all I got, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace.